All right, so here's basically every single way to improve your online reputation. So that means getting better reviews, getting a higher quality reviews, getting a distribution reviews that's stronger, and even responding to reviews. So your online reputation is going to affect your conversion rate. That's going to affect the likelihood that if somebody sees your business online, they're either going to contact you or not. And so the ways you could improve that likelihood of happening, it's going to be review quantity, basically asking every single client you have. So that means your old clients, your new clients, and even some miscellaneous strategies like implementing lower ticket services so you could get more reviews for the same amount of work in a sense. And then review asking tools like QR codes or tap cards so that people could tap and leave a review automatically or scan a QR code so that it makes it easier for them to leave a review. If you were to email your old clients, on average, you're probably going to get 15% of them to actually leave you a review if they're recent clients. You could always set up automation flows to maybe ask them 3 times or 2 times, depending on what's your risk tolerance for reviews. And then you got a bunch of other strategies you could implement. Maybe ask your family and friends that you've done services for in the past to leave your reviews as well. In terms of your review quality, obviously you want to keep people leaving you reviews that are authentic, but what you can do is you could ask them in a certain template, and so you mention to them how valuable it would be for them to leave your review, and if they can leave your review with a lot of detail. The more detail you have in your reviews, the more likely you are to rank higher on Google My Business. So in terms of Google My Business reviews, this is a SEO strategy. So people leaving your reviews with a lot of information. Same thing for images and videos. That helps with conversion rates as well as ranking higher on Google. So a little side note there. Then you could also implement a bad review filter. So if you have a client that you're not too sure about the experience they had or if they're happy or not with the service they received, what you could do is you could ask them first what their experience was. You basically tell them, hey, I'm just wondering, is everything good, or whatever way you want to frame it. And then you ask them for the review. So maybe you send them a first form with a star rating and a description. So they could say, what was their experience out of 5? And then they describe it. And if they give you a 5-star review there, then you send them a link to the Google My Business profile or Trustpilot or whatever it may be. In any case, if they feel like leaving me a review, they could have, but now you're just minimizing the risk of them leaving you a bad review without you dealing with the situation first. Then you got your review distribution. Most businesses don't think of this, but you could have reviews on your Yelp, on your Trustpilot, on your Facebook, and maybe 80% of people are going to notice your business on Google My Business, but some of them are going to check the other ones. So if you want your presence online to be stronger, basically have reviews on every single one of these, and that's going to help conversion rates. Then responding to reviews, positive and negative ones. This is crucial. A lot of people are checking to see how their business responds to negative ones. And so if you don't, that's going to lead you a bad impression and probably affect your online reputation in the negative side. So that's pretty much it for this short. If you want a longer video, I have one on my YouTube channel, link in my bio.